as we've been reporting this morning, today marks 6 months since the Russian invasion of Ukraine.
It is also Independence Day in Ukraine. Joining us live now from Ukraine this morning is UNICEF representative James Elder. James, thanks so much for being with us.
Hi there. Good morning.
Good morning to you. Well, talk to us about the mood there in Kyiv on this Independence Day. I was actually just watching one of your videos that you posted on Instagram showing the tanks right there in Independence Square and the children that continue to be affected by this.
Yeah, it's so eerily quiet and calm here at the moment. I mean, there was an air raid siren 20 minutes ago. Never know what will follow one of those. As you say, I was in Independence Square. This is Independence Day. It should be a day of like fairs and children and celebration. It's very, very quiet. People are, of course, staying at home because very real threats have been made. And, you know, there's barely a day where people in one part of the country or another don't continue to be under attack. And that attack remains after 6 months very real. You know, this is my 4th visit back to Ukraine, and I only got here a couple of days ago. Within hours, I'd seen a mother who had lost her husband and was leaving a hospital without her daughter because her daughter had died. I was meeting a mother whose 10-year-old boy was holding on despite horrendous injuries from a cluster bomb. So 6 months in, I know the world can start to look elsewhere. For the people of Ukraine, it's a horror movie that just doesn't relent.
James, that was going to be my question. We are 6 months into it. And are you folks at UNICEF fearing that the world may be not paying as much attention to what's happening there as perhaps they did 6 months ago?
Yes, I think it's unavoidable. The other things happen in the world, and you know, people have their own stresses and strains, and UNICEF's well aware of that. We're also well aware of, you know, climate catastrophe and potential grave malnutrition in the east of Africa. So there are problems everywhere, and yet I guess it's because when I meet people, these frontline people who invariably are mothers and health workers, you know, when I meet a doctor. She's fairly young, 2 days ago, Slaviana. So she's a doctor, she's a psychologist, she's a medical director, she's a mother of 2. Her husband's on the front line. And she's like, but this is what I do. I can't imagine being anywhere else. This is what we have to do. So I guess it's easier for me because I meet these people and I'm reminded of this immense heroicism. And I think, okay, if they're continuing to back up every day, how then can the rest of us not? Because they've got all the traits that we hold so dear.
James, can you tell us just a little more about the mission that UNICEF has in Ukraine right now? I know you do work all around the world, but what are you specifically working on in Ukraine at the moment?
Yeah, a lot of it's still very much life-saving. It's millions of people with medical supplies. That can be from oxygen to obstetric kits because we have this madness where mums are having to give birth underground. It's also safe water because water systems, again, heavy weapons are being used in civilian areas. So we see water systems broken. People's businesses are blown up and there's chaos within families. So getting cash to hundreds of thousands of people is a really effective way of helping. And then right now, you know, kids are meant to be going back to school here in Europe where you are in the States. And so it's a big part of UNICEF's work, trying to find safe places for them to go or be online, some sort of normalcy, because beyond the horrors of seeing children hit by this conflict, physically injured, trauma affects hundreds of thousands. School's a place, or online learning is a place where we can start to address that a little bit for boys and girls.
James Elder of UNICEF joining us live from Ukraine this morning. We want to thank you for joining us and please stay safe.
Thank you.
Such important work James and UNICEF are doing. If you would like to donate to UNICEF's efforts in Ukraine, we have a link right now in the WCVB app. We will be right back.